Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayanam Namaskrityam.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Tato Jayamudirayet
Tato Jayam Udirayet.
Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Bhagavati Uttama Sloke
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke.
Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki.
Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki.
Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 1 Chapter 13 Verse 49. Soyam Adya Maharaja
Soyam Adya Maharaja.
Bhagavan Bhuta Bhavana
Bhagavan Bhuta Bhavana.
Kalarupo Vatirno Syam
Kalarupo Vatirno Shyam.
Abhavaya Suradvisham
Abhavaya Sura Dvisham.
Soyam Adya Maharaja
Soyam Adya Maharaja.
Bhagavan Bhuta Bhavana
Bhagavan Bhuta Bhavana.
Kalarupo Vatirno Syam
Kalarupa Vatirno Shyam.
Abhavaya Suradvisham
Abhavaya Sura Dvisham.
Krishna Chandra.
Soyam Adya Maharaja.
Soyam Adya Maharaja.
Bhagavan Bhuta Bhavana.
Bhagavan Bhuta Bhavana.
Kalarupa Vatirno Shyam.
Kalarupa Avartino Shyam.
Abhavaya Sura Dvisham.
Abhavaya Suradvisham.
Divya Rupa.
Soyam Adya Maharaja.
Soyam Adya Maharaja.
Bhagavan Bhuta Bhavana.
Bhagavan Bhuta Bhavana.
Kalarupa Avartino Shyam.
Kalarupa Vatirno Shyam.
Abhavaya Suradvisham.
Abhavaya Sura Dvisham.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace by Charanavinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Synonyms. Sa, that Supreme Lord.
Sir,
That's Supreme Lord.
I am the Lord Sri Krishna.
I am the Lord Sri Krishna.
Adya at present.
Adya at present.
Maharaja, O King.
Maharaja, O King.
The personality of Godhead. Sorry, Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead.
Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead.
Bhuta Bhavana, the creator or the father of everything created.
Bhuta Bhavana, the creator or the father of everything created.
Kala Rupa, in the disguise of all devouring time.
Kala
Kala
Rupa
Rupa in the
in the
disguise
disguise of all devouring
devouring
time.
time.
Avatirna descended.
Avatirna
Avatirna
descended.
descended.
Asyam upon the world.
Asyam
Asyam
upon the
upon the
world.
world.
Abhavaya for eliminating.
Abhavaya
Abhavaya for
eliminating.
eliminating.
Suradvisham, those who are against the will of the Lord.
Suradvisham, those who are against the will of the Lord.
the Lord.
Translation, that Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna,
That Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri
Lord
Krishna,
in the guise of all devouring time, Kala Rupa,
in
in the guise of all devouring
all
time,
time,
Kala
Kala
Rupa
Rupa
has now descended to the earth to eliminate the envious from the world.
has now
has now
descended to the earth to eliminate the envious from the world.
Purport.
Purport. There are two classes of human beings, namely the envious and the obedient. Since the Supreme Lord is one and the Father of all living beings, the envious living beings are also his sons, but they are known as the Asuras. But the living beings who are obedient to the Supreme Father are called Devatas or demigods because they are not contaminated by the material conception of life. Not only are the Asuras envious of the Lord in even denying the existence of the Lord, but they are also envious of all other living beings. The predominance of Asuras in the world is occasionally rectified by the Lord when he eliminates them from the world and establishes a rule of Devatas like the Pandavas. Its designation as Kala in disguise is significant. He is not at all dangerous, but he is the transcendental form of eternity, knowledge, and bliss. For the devotees, his factual form is disclosed, and for the non-devotees, he appears like Kala Rupa, which is casual form. This casual form of the Lord is not at all pleasing. Sorry, this causal form of the Lord is not at all pleasing to the Asuras, and therefore they think of the Lord as formless in order to feel secure that they will not be vanquished by the Lord.
Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjalakaya Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namah Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Jaya Pataka Swamin Niti Namine. Namo Acharya Padaya Nitaya Kripa Pradhayine Gaurakata Dhamathaya Nagara Grama Tharine. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Nithinamine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavate Paschatyadesattharine. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Rama Krishna Yadavaya Nama Hare. Gopal Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudanam Mukam Karodi Vachalam Pangulangai Tigrim Yat Kripa Tamaham Mande Sri Gurum Dinatharinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Mishwaram Hari Om Tat Sat. So, Narad Muni is explaining the impersonal aspect of Supreme Personality of Godhead, that anyone who failed to see the Lord face to face in his life by dint of his devotional service, he will definitely see the Lord in the form of death. Because he is, Krishna will appear as death, all devouring time, Kala Rupa, for those who fail to see Krishna as he is. And that's the reason the impersonalist, Mayavadis, envious of people, Asuras, all these guys, they think Krishna doesn't exist. And if he does exist, he has no form. Because they have only seen him in the form of death. That is their past experience and present experience. They have never seen him in person. The reason is they don't understand what is devotional service. They deny the existence of a personality, a beautiful form for the Lord, as Sachidananda Vigraha. So Krishna is not exposed to atheists and asuras. That is the beauty of Krishna. He appears even to atheists, but only in the form of devouring time as death. Mrityu hamsa haraschaham, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Those who fail to see me, I appear to them forcefully in front of them as death. That time they accept. Oh, so you are God. My death is my God. So like that. So Asuras and Suras are the two types of human beings. Suras are those who are obedient to the order of the Lord, and Asuras are those who deny the, not only disobedient, they also deny the existence of Lord, or at least they deny the Lord having a form. Okay, they don't want Lord to have a form. They are so envious of his beauty, they're so envious of his form, that they want to deny the existence of him as a person. This is Mayavada philosophy. So they always think the Lord is formless. Because he appears as Kala Rupa, no? They don't want to understand devotional service. They don't want to perform devotional service. They consider everything one and the same. They're equalizing. They don't know Krishna is Asam or Dua one. He is neither, anybody is neither equal to nor above Krishna. And Krishna also says that Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo, I am all pervading. And he says that Matta Prataram Nanat, everything emanates from me only. And he's telling Sarvam Sukhrudam Bhuthanam, in everybody's heart I reside as Paramatma. He says he has a beautiful form. He has, and Brahma, who is the first original living being, original born living being without a mother. So he has seen Krishna face to face in his very personal life. And he has described a Brahma Samhita regarding this, about the Lord, his abode, his activities, his form, everything is described by Brahma, who is the original first living being, who born without a mother, and seen Krishna face to face. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradi Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. So he has identified Krishna by looking at him, by speaking to him, by conversing him, by shaking hand with him. In so many ways, Brahma knows. And then Brahma has created all the 8,400,000 species of bodies. in that human body is also one. And for them, he has written the Brahma Samhita, in which he has written actually Krishna is the original supreme personality of Godhead, Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. Even I offer my obeisances unto that Krishna who is called Govinda, and he is full of eternal, blissful, and full of knowledge. He has a very wonderful form. He is a Vigraha. He is not just impersonal attitude at all. So he has, and Lakshmi Sahasra Sarasambhava Sevya Bhava, thousands of Lakshmis are serving him. So how there is a, if not a person, how can you serve? So you cannot serve if he is not having a form. So thousands of Lakshmis are serving him. So he has such a beautiful form. That is very beautiful form. And he has also given about the form Shamam Tripanga Lalitam Niyata Prakasham Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. In so many different ways, Brahmaji, he has written the Brahma Samhita explaining what is the Rupa of Krishna, what is the form of Krishna, how does he look like, how you can perceive Krishna. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santas Sadaiva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti Yam Shama Sundaram Achintya Gunaswarupam Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. So by ointment of love, apply the ointment of love, then you can see Krishna. Otherwise, he is not visible to anybody. This is a very beautiful word. So like that, so many verses in Brahma Samhita, you can see that how wonderful form Krishna has and how to see that particular form and who sees that. Everything is written by Brahma. So this kind of Ashuric qualities, impersonal attitude of denying the existence of a form for Krishna or denying Krishna himself is not going to help this atheist. For them, Krishna will appear as death because they don't want to see Krishna, but they cannot be without seeing Krishna because they are also part and parcel of Krishna. They are also sons of Krishna. So Krishna will forcefully appear in front of them as death. Mrityam Dasaraschaham. So let's go to the next verse. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 13, verse 15. Nishpaditham devakrityam
Nishpaditam devakrityam
avashesham pratikshate
avashesham pratikshate
tavad yuyam avekshadavam
Tavad yuyam avekshadavam
bhaved yavad iheshvara
bhavet yavad iheshvara
Nishpaditam devakrityam
Nishpaditam devakrityam
avashesham pratikshate
avashesham pratikshate
tavad yuyam avekshadvam
Tavad yuyam avekshadvam
bhaved yavad iheshvara
bhavet yavad iheshvara.
Yes, Krishna Chandra.
Nishpaditam devakrityam
Nishpaditam devakrityam
avashesham pratikshate
avashesham pratikshate
Tavad yuyam avekshadvam
tavad yuyam avekshadvam
bhavet yavad iheshvara.
bhavet yavad iheshvara.
Divyarupa.
Nishpaditam devakrityam
Nishpaditam devakrityam
avashesham pratikshate
avashesham pratikshate
tavad yuyam avekshadvam
Tavad yuyam avekshadvam
bhavet yavad iheshvara.
bhavet yavad iheshvara.
Nishpaditam performed.
Nishpaditam performed.
Devakrityam, what was to be done on behalf of the demigods.
Devakrityam, what was to be done on behalf of the demigods.
Avashesham, the rest.
Avashesham, the rest.
Pratikshate, being awaited.
Pratikshate, being awaited.
Tavat, up to the time.
Tavat, up to that time.
Yuyam, all of you Pandavas.
Yuyam, all of you Pandavas.
Avekshadvam, observe and wait.
Avikshadvam,
Avikshadham,
observe,
observe
wait,
and wait.
Bhavet me.
Bhavet
Bhavit
me,
me.
Yavat, as long as
Yavat as
Yavat,
long
as
as
long as long.
Iha in this world,
Iha
Iha
in
in
this
this world.
world,
Ishvara, the Supreme Lord.
Ishvara,
Ishvara,
the
the Supreme
Supreme
Lord.
Lord.
Translation, please repeat after me. The Lord has already performed his duties to help the demigods
The Lord
The
has
Lord
already
has
performed
already
his
performed
duties
his
to
duties to
help the
help the
demigods,
demigods
and is awaiting the rest.
and he is
and is
awaiting the rest.
awaiting the rest.
You Pandavas may wait as long as the Lord is here on earth.
You
You
Pandavas may
Pandavas may wait
long
as
as
long
the
as
Lord
the Lord is
here
here
on
on
the
earth.
earth.
Purport.
Purport. The Lord descends from his abode, Krishna Loka, the topmost planet in the spiritual sky, in order to help the demigod administrators of this material world when they are greatly vexed by the Asuras, who are envious not only of the Lord but also of his devotees. As referred to the above, the conditioned living beings contact material association by their own choice, dictated by a strong desire to lord it over the resources of the material world and become imitation lords of all they survey. Everyone is trying to become an imitation god. There is a keen competition amongst such imitation gods, and such competitors are generally known as Asuras. When there are too many Asuras in the world, then it becomes a hell for those who are devotees of the Lord. Due to the growth of the Asuras, the mass of people who are generally devoted to the Lord by nature and the pure devotees of the Lord, including the demigods and the higher planets, pray to the Lord for relief, and the Lord either descends personally from his abode or deputes some of his devotees to remodel the fallen condition of human society or even animal society. Such disruptions take place not only in the human society but also among animals, birds, or other living beings, including the demigods in the higher planets. Lord Sri Krishna descended personally to vanquish Asuras like Kamsa, Jarasandha, and Sishupala. And during the reign of Maharaja Yudhishthira, amongst all these Asuras were killed by the Lord. Now he was awaiting the annihilation of his own dynasty called the Yadu Vamsa, who appeared by his will in this world. He wanted to take them away before his own departure to his eternal abode. Narada, like Vidura, did not disclose the imminent annihilation of the Yadu dynasty, but indirectly gave a hint to the king and his brothers to wait till the incident happened and the Lord departed.
Jai. Hari Om Tat Sat. So this is the beauty. How wonderfully Narada is instructing very nicely to them without giving any, just like Vidura, these pure devotees, they cannot see devotees in anxiety or devotees feeling sad, So they will sometimes not disclose the truth harshly or directly. So he has just indirectly indicated that you Pandavas, you please wait as long as the Lord is here on earth. That means the Lord is going to wind up. At that time, you should not be here. You also should wind up. So this instruction is very, very clear. This is the beauty. So Krishna comes in order to help the demigod administrators in the material world. Because when this material world is getting increased with the population of Ashuric Bhava. Ashura is a Bhava. Ashuric Bhavam Asarita. So this Ashuric Bhava is for the living entities. So it happens not only in the human being, it also happens in the animal. Amongst different species of life in the animal's life, also aquatics, also when Ashuric Bhava living entities are increasing, the Lord incarnates in that particular species also to kill the Asuras and to save the common living entities. So this is the nature of the Lord. He comes whenever the Suras are vexed by the Asuras. Because Asuras are not only envious of Krishna and deny his existence and form, they are also vexed. They're also envious of other living entities, especially devotees of the Lord. The Asuras are more inclined to disturb the devotees of the Lord than ordinary citizens. You can see the example of Hiranyakashipu. He was more inclined to kill Prahalad Maharaj than all others. All others means the so-called the Brahmanas, the Vaishnavas on the earthen planet. he is just sent his assistants to do some disturbances and stop the yajnas and any service to Vishnu to be stopped. Everyone should worship only Hiranyakashipu and so on. But about his son Prahlad, who is a pure devotee of the Lord, he was so envious that despite being a father, he wants him killed. And he made his attempt to the last moment of his own death. But Prahlad did not die. So this is the, atheistic nature. They are envious of not only the Lord, they are also envious of living entities. Amongst the other living entities, they are very envious of the devotees of the Lord. And the purer the devotee, the more enviousness is this Asuras on that particular pure devotee. And they exhibit their enviousness by dint of disturbing factor in the society. They create havoc, they create calamity, they disturb, they want to kill all the pure devotees on the surface of the planets. So that is the Ashuric Bhava. It not only happens in human being, we only are a listening human being, but here the Bhagavatam pages, especially Srila Prabhupada beautifully explains that as soon as the Asuras are increasing on the world itself becomes a hell for those who are devotees of the Lord. So when the Asuras growth is increasing, then automatically the devotees and the mass of people, they all will start praying to the Lord. So please, Lord, save us. Krishna, Krishna Mahabaho, please save us. Then the Lord will descend. And as soon as he descends, either he descends directly, he is the supremely independent. Okay, he need not come just because someone prays. He need not even appear because someone prays. It is his supreme will. Aslisya padarata pinastum amarmagata karotva yatha tatha vitatha tulampato marprananadas tusevara. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, you can appear before me or you can kick me out, you can deny me, but still you are my Lord. So that is the attitude of the devotees. So sometimes the Lord appears directly himself, or sometimes he sends his devotees or empowered personalities in order to remodel this particular human society. Not only human society, this is where Prabhupada gives the information, even animal society, because Asura is the bhava of the living entity, Asuric bhava masrita. So that happens even if the Asuras are in the animal body or human body. This Asuric bhava is there. And this disruption takes place not only in the human society, but also in the animal society, bird society, other living beings, demigods, even the higher planet, everywhere. So Krishna descended personally this time to vanquish all the Asuras such as Kamsa, Jarasandha, Shishupala, and so on, all his supporters, and he killed them. And during the Maharaja Yudhishthira's period, almost all the Asuras have been killed by Supreme Personality of Godhead. And now the Lord thought, okay, my purpose of visiting is over. Now I have reinstated the Dharma. I killed all the Asuras, miscreants. I protected the devotees. Now let me wind up back home, back to Godhead, his own abode of Krishna Loka. But before that, he is waiting for his own dynasty. Yadu dynasty has become most powerful. It has become the other burden of the earth, because this Yadu dynasty is not a conditioned soul born of human being by their karma. They have been descended from the upper planetary system and the associates of the Lord, who has been sent by the Lord to assist him in his mission on this planet, because they are administrative officials of Krishna. So they are supposed to duty bound to come here. So in this way, the Yadu dynasty has become very huge and they are enjoying like anything. And now Krishna, before going back, he wants to send them all back also to the respective position, because they have come to assist and the assistance work is completed. Mission accomplished. So Krishna was waiting for the Yadu dynasty to be completely destroyed on the surface of the earth before he depart. And Narad Muni is indicating directly that you can, Pandavas also reside as long as Krishna is here. And when Krishna winds up, please prepare to go back home, back to Godhead. Thank you very much. Any questions or comments or realization, you can please share with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hare Krishna, sir.
Hare Krishna.
One question, sir. Like in human form, he has killed Kamsa, Shishupala, and all. It is mentioned that he also comes and protect her the animal kingdom. Like some example for that, sir.
Yeah, he came as Matsya Avatar, Kurma Avatar in different species. He comes in every species. 8,400,000 species of life are there. In every species, he incarnates to protect the theist and kill the miscreants, atheists amongst birds. If you keenly observe, you will find that amongst the birds also, there are some birds are very intelligent and they help other birds. We have witnessed personally also the bird which got itself locked into a particular net or whatever room, and senior bird or whatever that became intelligent. They found that it's locked and it comes and it releases him. So these are all casually happening. Only we are not observing it. We are only observing through the pages of Bhagavatam. So we can observe through it, and he is incarnating in every 8,400,000 species of life. And in order to show them the path of progressing so that they can take the next birth in higher species and then progress in spiritual life. How will they know? How they are disciplined? All the birds moving from one place to another place, they are all going together congregationally. They never go alone, fly across continent. How does this happen, you think? They don't have intelligent temperament like that to make formation and everything. So Krishna incarnates amongst them and teaches them the way they should live so that they can progress continuously. So this is the nature of Krishna, to descend in amongst every species of living being. Just like we understand that in every planet, including sun planet, there are living entities. Similarly, we understand that in every species of life, Krishna incarnates, and his duty is just to kill the miscreants and re-establish their own religion in their own language, and they, show the path leading towards progressive, certainly progressive, so that they take to a higher species of life in the next life. This is continuously happening.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Santogopi, you want to say something? No? Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Thank you very much for the association. We'll assemble back tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock and continue the Srimad Bhagavatam after chanting the holy name of the Lord. Meanwhile, Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
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 Pavan Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
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 Padita Pavan Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Bhagavad Satsang ki jai.
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 Vaishnava Pranam. Vancha kalpataru.
Vanchakल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः.
Jai.